All right, welcome back, YouTube. What's been happening? Hopefully, you've been able to buy a few more gloves. Maybe not justify, but also find a reason to get more. So we're back. We're back again to have a review of the classics Mexican boxing gloves. I've had 4 weeks with these bad boys, and it's time for me to give you the review and what I think of them, whether they're up to scratch and whether you should get some. Okay, let's go for the externals and then how it feels to put them in and how it feels on the heavy bag. So I've had heavy bag sessions and I've had aqua bag sessions, so I'm able to also like put a bit of power into the uppercuts to see if my wrists feel okay or my knuckles feel hurt. So I will get into that also. Alright, so let's go into the externals. The external of this is fantastic. Very good. Very nice leather. As you can see, it's crinkling it a bit here because I've been using on the bags. If you've been watching my videos, you can see what I put them through. And so that bit it's slowly crinkled. That's the best word I got for that. But still has a nice leatherish smell. All the stitching is top notch. Nothing has frayed. Nothing has come out. Let's take that out. So you can look, it's still pretty white. The blue has bled into the white color. Do I have this? It's in the other glove. So maybe my sweat kind of made this blue color bleed over to this white side, but not too fussed about that. These are boxing gloves. That's the least of my worries. So these are very easy to slide on. Okay, so stitching. Okay, let's go to stitching. So look at that. That grip bar is pretty medium. It's not dense, it's medium, so it's comfortable. It's at the right spot. So for me, unless it's uncomfortable, I won't notice it. So this is in the right spot for me. This, when your fingers kind of crimp on this, so that's bare leather. No more padding at these ends. So you kind of like can see your fingers come out. Okay, so padding. So this is the padding here. It's about yay thick. So don't know how that thick. So that thick. The density is, I'll show you. So it's a bit heavy on the top. So it looks a bit squishy here, but it's not too bad. It's actually, I didn't have any issues with my wrist support. So if I hold it here, that's how it looks like. If I go a bit closer to the hinge point here, looks a lot more sturdy. So when I was using it, my wrist, I did not feel any wrist problem. I didn't hit at the wrong angle and like, that sharp, hello. So this, to me, surprise, this held its own and supported me. So the padding comes up to this. And then here, so that's your padding on the inside, and this is the padding on the inside. So it comes out like that. So that's a separate piece sponge. So there's no padding here, it's just leather, grip bar, and then the business starts here. So the density of the foam is medium, I guess. It's comfortable where you whack. There is some like suspension where you don't, I could not punch through. Maybe you big boys or you heavy hitters, you can get through, but for me, I did not get through, so I was very securely supported. My knuckles were. I did not question any shot at all. So this, on the outside of the thumb, so this is the padding. It's good densities. If you were sparring with it, you sparring this, you don't like your sparring partner if you're sparring with this. I like this, it kind of protects your thumb in case you were inclined to like overextend. See, there's nothing here. There's no latching from thumb to the glove. So you can always crimp it in. Okay, before I forget, this part, when I first put it on brand new, it affected, I could feel it here, like kind of press down on it. Even here, press down it. So when I'm cold, my body isn't warmed up, very aware of it being pushed and it feels uncomfortable. So uncomfortable is maximum, doesn't cause too, I wouldn't say pain. So it's just you're very aware of someone, it's basically someone doing this to you the whole time. So then once your heat kicks in, your adrenaline kicks in, you kind of forget that's there, and then you just get on with your workout. Okay, I really like this. Look at that. That is, well, because I don't spar with these, so this is like it looks brand new. So it's so nice. Look at that, Classics, hecho en Mexico. It's really nice. Again, I wouldn't spar with this because that's kind of sharpish. So if you on the wrong angle, you could slice open your sparring partner. So I would not use this for sparring unless you want to duct tape over it when you have your hands in. Okay. So here, this is kind of nice and easy to slide in. So it's not too raw-ish, but that's nice and easy to slide in. But once you get to that, like this part of the hand, it kind of gets like, excuse me, just at dinner. This part is kind of rough-ish, but not to the point of like, it feels like sandpaper and you don't want to use it anymore. You're just aware of the slight friction there. So when you put your hand in, see when I do that, there's still quite a bit of space in there, but when you do that, you are not affected by the extra space in there. Smack myself in the face with that. Why don't you what the heck? Okay, let's try that again. So that's what this looks like. It creates a very snug sensation. So even if I can do that, I'm not worried. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting used to it. That works for me fine. Look at the profile of that. I really like, kind of like, it's only there for function, no extra fluffy stuff. And I kind of like the look of it. When you punch, that's your view, like a spaceship, like the Cylons. Yeah, those spaceships. But yeah, aesthetic, I like this. But this is still if you want to call it issue, I still feel that sensation of it pressing down even after 4 weeks of use. So that is still makes me aware of it. So this is pretty snug. That's how far it goes. That's how far it goes. So I've never had issues with my wrist, knock on wood. It makes a nice sound on the bag when you hit it in the right spot. I find myself, maybe I still need to get better, yeah? I do hit with this, and because of this extra, it makes a nice pack. And then here, when you hit here, you're like, yeah, you got that. There's a specific sound on that one. So when you slide it in, it's still roomy. So for my hands, there's a bit of room in between, so it's not snug, like there's no space, so there is a bit of room, but not too much that your hands kind of swim around. So these are 14 ounces. These are 14 ounces. And I've been using them for 4 weeks on the heavy bags and the aqua bag. So the left hand, they are also similar size, so there's no discrepancies in the size in the left hand and the right hand. Both gloves feel the same. This one, my left hand kind of feels squished. I don't know why. There we go. So that's if you want to be a picky picker, that's the bleeding of the color onto the white. But I'm not too. Can you see that? Oh no, oops. It's right there. Yeah, just there. So if you are one of those who like, oh my god, the color came out, that happens. Okay, that happens. So I did pay a pretty penny for this because it had to be shipped to Australia. Good old Uh, Boxing collector helped me out a bit with the postage, the best he could, and I got them. So yeah, so if you can see, my wrists aren't very big. I don't have a very big forearm. There is still a bit of space, but nice kind of space, not like so much room I can put a burger in there and I slide it in and have a bite every time I'm hungry and slide it back in. It's just enough room to be like not too tight. I reckon it's comfortable for me. So again here, that's how much you can bend, and that's how much you can bend after the bracing, yeah. So you can see the palm there. Oh yes, because I knew this would cause me some abrasion on my hands, predominantly I use the T1 fast reps from Fortress. So most of my sessions I use this. One session I think I did a video on that. I did just reps, and you can gauge from that. It was okay, but I definitely prefer to use it to prevent any possible knuckles misplacement when I hit too hard. So this one kind of looks a bit off, but again, I'm not too fussed with that. It looks nice and snug. It looks nice. It's like compact. I kind of like the compact-ish, not too balloony like a ooh. So if I do that, I can feel my knuckles jarred by it. So I definitely acknowledge that with the T1 fast reps in these gloves, I did not have any issues. I'm pretty sure if I didn't use those, I would have issues quite a bit. So these are pretty well, I don't know, okay, that's how much space I have in my glove. Oh my goodness. Do I have like tiny hands or something? So that's how much space I have. Again, it's not in a negative way, because when you clench, the glove doesn't move. Your hand cannot move anywhere inside. So again, this sensation of being pushed against you, you're aware of it, but once your adrenaline kicks in and you're into the workout, your whole body's warmed up, you kind of like forget that and just focus on hitting the bag. Yeah, even I guess it's definitely not as tight as the first day, when that was just like, oh, I can feel that. Now it's like, okay, I remember having a sensation there. I still have something there now. So I'm pretty confident over time the leather will expand, and there'll be a time where I won't even remember having a sensation there. So the thumb feels a bit weird off direction, but it wasn't too much of a issue. I like the angular thing. It's kind of like, is it unique to this? Yeah, nice. So yep, that's how it looks like. I like the kind of slick look. It's so sweet. Yeah, classics. Hecho en Mexico. I love butchering the words. Sorry, my Mexican brothers and all you Spanish speakers. Yeah, I'll go to Mexico one day. Profesional, classic. Hecho en Mexico. Haha. I'm pretty sure Mexicans don't say haha. All right. Okay. Is there anything else? I think that's it. All right. Okay. So, would you get one? Would you want to spend your money on one? Hell yeah. Well, if you have the money and you got extra dosh, you're like, do I want to spend this on? No, I won't go there. Yep. Spend your money on this. It's definitely worth keeping in your rotation or in your whatever voodoo drawer you have. These are nice gloves. Would anyone not buy these? Not really. They are nice. They are nice collection. So if you want plush, luxurious sensation to put inside, like you're in a 5-star hotel, these kind of Mexican gloves are like, I want to like, nitty gritty, eat the sand, taste the dirt, smell the fart. Okay, so these are kind of like that kind of gloves. So get some, worth it. If you don't get it, not the end of your life. That's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed that. If I missed anything, you'd like to clarify anything, please leave a comment. I'm trying to get to 100 subs. We're 2 away. Could you, I don't want pity subs. If you think you benefit or at least entertained by watching me hitting the bags and this, please sub. I don't really want pity or sympathy subs. I want hardcore, like, okay, I don't mind watching this brown dude hitting the bag and sweating and stinking, and every occasionally talking about new gloves he buys or updates on them. Okay, thanks for staying all the way. Till next time, bang bang.